And now without further ado, here is our show tonight.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the At Home Film Fest. This is our November edition, which means it is very Thanksgiving heavy.
Yes. Ashley's got the Macy's Day Parade, and then I did nothing.
Well, I'm actually at the parade right now. It's lovely. They said
You muted.
I just got muted, but now I'm not muted anymore. I'm back.
I guess it's probably because it's really windy out there.
It's so windy. I just got hit in the head with a balloon. And I'm going to admit someone. There we go. It's just Thanksgiving here in New York, and they said they were going to not do the parade, and I said, you have to. So they did it.
Yes.
You have to. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a hard rule.
It's a hard rule.
If the parade does not happen, then I don't know. I guess no Thanksgiving or Christmas this year.
Yeah, everything's over. I actually don't like the holiday. I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving. It's not like ever been. First off, it's a lie. Second off, it's like not. It seems very unhealthy, all of it. But I do like forcing my family to sit down and listen to me talk. I am into that.
Yeah, I actually have a theory about Thanksgiving. You know how like we get together and the reason why there's so much food there is because you're really awkward, and it's your way of like your coping mechanism, and that's why they serve a lot of food, and that's probably what like the Pilgrims and the Indians, it was really awkward for them, and so they just ate a whole bunch.
Yeah, no one was feeling good. No one was enjoying that. And I think that, that's just, it's something we're forced to endure, and it's an excuse to have off of work.
And then Christmas is really Thanksgiving, but then you have to spend a lot of money.
But Christmas has a lot of pageantry around it that I really like. Like, I like music. I like characters. I like color schemes.
Yeah, red and green.
Yeah.
There's not that many Thanksgiving movies.
Not a one.
No.
What would the movie be? Everyone gets indigestion. I don't think there's a movie there, Yeah. I got to get home for Thanksgiving. No one's ever said that.
No. Or like, let's shoot this. I don't know.
Like, let's shoot. Oh, you mean shoot like a film, not a turkey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't even like turkey. I feel like now we were going like super negative about Thanksgiving.
You're right. Let's get positive about it. Thanksgiving's so cool.
I always have this like theory or like grandiose idea that I'll wear something nice for Thanksgiving, and then I always just show up in sweats.
Yeah, I like that you said showed up, as if I'm always just going downstairs. I've never traveled anywhere for Thanksgiving. It's always just kind of happening wherever I'm at. So I guess I feel privileged in that way. Also, my family lives too far away to visit for Thanksgiving. I'm like, I'm not going to go to North Carolina for Thanksgiving. I will go there for the winter holidays.
Yeah, I spent one holiday at home, and it was the nicest holiday I've ever had. It was with my roommate Lucas. He was here tonight.
Shout out to Lucas. What was so nice about it, you guys? It was just chill.
We didn't have to go anywhere, because here's the thing, like sometimes when you travel, especially in New York, you have to go to Penn Station or what's the New Jersey Transit.
Yeah.
And I understand this, and I don't know if this is anywhere else with trains, but I don't understand why they can't tell you what terminal it will be at. They have to let you know 2 minutes before it boards and leaves, so everybody's running as fast as they can so they can get the best seat. And I'm like, this is the most barbaric thing I've ever endured.
Yeah, no, I agree. It does feel like Lord of the Flies, but you can drink alcohol.
On the transit?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I think you can. I might have just done it, but I feel like it's legal. Hey, back me up in the chat. Is it legal?
Yeah, let us know.
Otherwise, I've just been drinking on the train. It's legal. There we go. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Sarah, you got a haircut. I'm so jealous. I haven't touched this.
It went lighter.
Since February. You got your bang trims, you got a little color.
I got some color. I went lighter, although I'm losing all of it.
Yeah, it's just kind of going out on its own.
Yes, it's doing its own thing. I would think when you're washing your hair so rigorously, I had this fear that when I came up, I would just have like Homer Simpson head.
We got sorry, I gotta admit someone. They just popped up on my screen. Very exciting. So what do you think? Do I look like a sister wife?
You're bordering. I think you're bordering.
What am I gonna do?
I think you gotta get in there on the sister wives. I think I think sometimes being the fourth wife doesn't sound that bad. And then hopefully they kind of forget about you, and then you can just have your little house that guy comes to, the husband. Maybe he fixes some things, and then every now and then you just have to have sex with him.
That sounds great. First off, Lucas, thank you for the hair comment. Second off, Sarah, you're 100% right. I imagine that's a life for a reader. That's a life for a reader. I think I'm asking you for help, but I think really the first thing you could have said, and thank you for not saying it, I realized right after I asked you, the first thing you could have said is ditch the flower print turtleneck. It's not helping. Yeah.
Well, you were wearing a bonnet earlier when we were doing our test.
Yeah. I'm all over the place. We made a video. You and I made a video we're going to show later. You guys are going to love it. And I showed it to a friend before, and she was like, I knew this was unhinged immediately by your hair. I knew things were, I knew it was going to take a turn.
I know your hair has gotten so long.
It's very long, Sarah. It's very long. Your hair looks great. I didn't mean to make this about my hair, guys. This is about you. And we're watching we have so many funny videos from not just funny, I'll say artistic as well, from incredible creators. And
yeah, we also have a foreign language film. That's the first for the at home.
Wow. I'm very excited.
I know. Isn't that juicy?
Yeah, and everything is all the money we make tonight is going to go to the Innocence Project. We're very excited about. Okay, thank you. Lucas said it's all about the hair. I love that. Yeah, and then everything is going to go to the foreign. The Innocence Project. I'm reading the chat.
Everything's going.
We've never done a chat before. We've never done a chat before.
Yeah. So, usually you have games. Don't we usually play games?
Yes, I have a quiz for you. I'm really excited about it. I'm feeling pretty. I'm very excited. I think I'm finally going to stump you. But first off, let me just ask you, how do you feel about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? How do you feel about it emotionally?
I never really care, but it is like a thing. It is a thing, it's in the morning and people look forward, but I've never been a person that wakes up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I never got to enjoy it. And then also going to see a parade live, it always sounds like it's cold and that I probably wouldn't get the best view of the balloons. So
no, you're not. If you are alone, okay, this is something I've learned from parades in New York. If you are alone, you can get right up there to the front, okay? And you can see everything that's going on, but you're all by yourself and then you eventually get sad and leave. If you're with friends, you're all doing drugs, you're all having so much fun, you can't get close at all, but you still have an incredible time because you have a little group.
That sounds great. I think I would take the second one.
Yeah, you don't see shit though. You really don't.
I don't need to see shit.
I went to parades as a child and I really thought that was like the top of the top in terms of entertainment. And I remember we had this in my town, we had a Independence Day parade and I look forward to it all year. I love outdoor entertainment. I really do.
Now, have you ever been on a float before? Because that is living.
Yes, I have. Thank you for asking. It was part of the Azalea Festival and I was an Azalea girl and I wore really incredible, amazing sateen ball gown from JCPenney's. Okay.
Oh my God, that is American royalty.
It was a big deal. I mean,
you don't drop that in conversations more often.
Thank you. I'm humble. I mean, it was first grade. I was 6, but it stuck with me clearly.
Yeah. How many other girls were on the float?
5.
See?
Yeah.
Cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you're like, oh, it's about 100 of us.
It was just 5. I wasn't at the top though. This girl named Rebecca Hurst was at the top. She was at the top. It's okay. It made sense looking back on it. In the moment, I understood it.
Did her dad provide the float?
Oh my God, Sarah, he might have. That makes so much sense. He's the type that would. He's the type that would.
That's political. It gets very political to get on that float.
What about you? Have you ever been on a float?
I don't think so. I think I've been in a bike parade before.
What is that exactly?
It's just a bunch of us on a bike, like in between floats. Yeah. And then you could throw out candy. I think I was on we used to call this thing called Indian Princesses, and it was a dad-daughter thing, but I don't think they call that anymore because it was
I'm sure they changed that name.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they have. So I think we just threw out candy. But yeah, you did feel like the shit.
Yeah, you do feel like you're the representation of whatever is happening, whatever is being celebrated. You feel like it's an extension of you being celebrated in some way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, my quiz for you is about the Macy's Day Parade. I think we're all going to learn a lot. I sure did. I thought I knew everything about it. Let's just go ahead and pull it up. Sarah, you know the deal. You have to look away.
Okay, that's fine.
While I get it ready. If you guys want to play along, look away real quick, okay? And I'll tell you when you can look back. Yeah, we're going to learn a lot. Okay, so you can look back. Sarah, you looked back. What did you see?
I'm looking at our participants.
Okay. Okay, I trust you.
Your head count. And then I got really excited because it's more than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. This is a night of celebration. Sarah, you can put it's good. We're good. You can put, okay, here we go. This is a stroll through the parade on a beautiful New York day with hot nuts in your hand and a twinkle in your heart. This is a quiz. Okay, come on. Here we go. Oh, I got to move my little screen. When it debuted in 1924, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was originally called Macy's Ain't Life Grand Party Parade, Macy's Christmas Parade, the Oh Shit, the Dog Show is Coming On Soon Parade.
Well, I wish it was C, but I'm going to go with B, even though it's Thanksgiving. So originally it was a Christmas parade?
Yeah, it was originally called the Macy's Christmas Parade. I mean, it's still kind of Christmas. Santa Claus ends it, you know?
Sure.
But they made it the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
I technically think like Thanksgiving. Oh, what?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that it feels like Thanksgiving Day is actually just like the first day of Christmas celebration.
Yes, exactly. You're 100% right. I feel the same way. That's why I like Thanksgiving. It's the gateway to the rest of the holidays. It's the gateway.
The gateway drug to Christmas.
To the winter holidays. So if you see down there, you see those elephants. The Bronx Zoo used to be a part of the parade, and they would have all these animals in the parade, and then children kept getting freaked out by tigers.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. I feel like as a child I would have been into it, but I guess some kids were not.
Yeah.
Next question, Sarah. In the early days of the parade, Macy's ran a participation game with the public, which offered the chance to win $100 for doing what? Holding their pee-pee and poo-poo the longest, finding a bagel shaped like an FDR float, catching balloons let loose after the parade, proving they had a cousin in the mob.
I want it to be D.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go for C.
Okay. You are actually, Sarah, you are in fact correct.
Wow.
Yeah, Macy's would just let the balloons go. And then if you caught one, which like it landed on your house or something, you got $100, which was a lot of money back in like 1925. I don't know, what is that, $100,000? It was a lot.
Yeah,
exactly. People would get in fights over the balloon carcass trying to turn it in.
I mean, especially landing in an apartment building where you're like, I mean, who claims that? The person on the top level? I love ideas that come out during that time period. It must have been mayhem back there.
Yeah, I love the idea of being like, we don't, deflating it takes, I don't know, 15 minutes. Let's just let it loose. A plane did run into one and they had to stop doing that. So a plane ran into like a giant floating dog and had to do an emergency crash landing. And they were like, okay, we'll stop. You got it. Yeah. You got us. Next question. The people who are in charge of directing the individual balloons are called balloon pilots, Macy's captains, Little Santa's big boys, float farmers.
God. Man, again, I want a t-shirt that says it's got to change to Little Santa's big boys, and I would get that t-shirt for sure. But I'm going to say balloon pilots.
You are correct. Indeed, you are correct. They are balloon pilots, and people train all year to be a balloon pilot.
I bet you there was a union for them too, knowing back then.
There should be. I was reading interviews of people who like spend the year walking backwards in their neighborhood to develop specific calf muscles. It's a little much. I'm sorry, it's a little much. Next question, parade disasters. These all happened during the parade except one. Superman lost his arm to tree branches. Police knifed a Pink Panther balloon for threatening a woman holding its ropes. Once inflated, Donald Duck's vest looked like a crude vagina. Popeye's hat filled with rainwater and drenched spectators. A balloon of the wrestler, the Terrible Turk, hit a traffic pole and split in half. The Felix the Cat balloon touched some electrical wires and burst into flames. Sarah, what do you think?
Oh, well, I'm going to say police knifed a Pink Panther balloon for threatening a woman holding its ropes.
So you think Donald Duck had a vest that looked like a crude vagina? Okay, you know what? I appreciate that. It was actually, the Donald Duck one was the lie. That was the lie. He doesn't wear a vest, which is important to know about Donald Duck.
Well, I just didn't know about maybe the design aesthetic back then. They just didn't think about stuff like that.
No, you're right. It could have been anything. Anything could have happened. But the Pink Panther, it started imploding and fell on a woman, and then the police knifed it.
Oh, okay.
And that quote, because it threatened a woman under its ropes, came from an article that I read.
Oh, okay.
But all that other stuff happened. Can you imagine if you were a kid and Felix the Cat just burst into flames? That would be so traumatizing.
I actually feel like they should add more pyrotechnics to the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, all that helium. Yeah. Popeye's hat, he had this giant hat and filled with rainwater, and then every now and then it would fall over, and like gallons of water was soaking people, and it was like 20 degrees outside.
That makes sense.
You know what? Hey guys, anytime you make a mistake, I just want you to remember that the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has made a lot of mistakes, okay? So you can be late sending that email.
I mean, I always think about that with like remember when the Oscars gave the wrong name for the winner?
Yes.
That made me feel so much better about my life.
Agreed. Because if they can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah, like that's an epic mistake. And when I see an epic mistake, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Right. I can stop obsessing over that weird thing I said to my stepmother 5 years ago. You know, it's done.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Next. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Due to the parade, Macy's is known worldwide as the People's Store, Santa's favorite place to get mail, the second largest consumer of helium, where doughboys with ropes attached to them can feel normal.
I'm going to say Santa's favorite place to get mail.
That's really good. And I put that one in there to trick you. I did. It's it's the second largest consumer of helium in the world.
Whoa. Who's the first? You're like NASA. The Vatican.
The Vatican. It's NASA for space stuff.
Okay. That makes sense.
Helium is not a renewable resource. We are running out of helium. Just like seashells, this planet has less than it did 100 years ago.
That is fascinating.
These are things we should be talking about. I won't, that on another show. It's helium. Helium is the answer. And then what are you not allowed to do at Macy's Thanksgiving Parade? And these are mandates that the parade itself set out. You're not allowed to call a baby ugly, get engaged, dress up like Santa, get married, have too much pee-pee and poo-poo.
Well, I think it'd be weird in their letter if they said too much pee-pee and poo-poo. So I'm going to knock that one out.
Okay, fair. I really thought maybe the callback would trick you, but...
Can I say call a baby ugly? But again, I don't know if they would have that in a newsletter. I'm going to say dress up like Santa because there can only be one at the parade.
Guess what? Macy's doesn't want you to get engaged or have a wedding or perform oral sex.
They're all three things that
they've outlawed it.
Uncool. Those prudes.
I know, for real. They don't want anything to detract from the main show. And with that, I have to say, thanks for playing, everyone. I hope you got so many questions right. I know Sarah sure did. Sarah got a lot right.
That was harder than I expected. There's a lot of, it's a time period that you don't know.
Yeah,
too well.
That is true.
Or I wouldn't know. Exactly.
Yeah, I love that you said about the 1920s, they were just doing whatever with the balloons, just letting them go. Yeah, because I did look up, it takes 15 minutes to deflate the balloons. It's only 15 minutes. So instead of doing that, they were like, we'll just let it go into the ocean.
Yeah, well, they had no moral compass back then.
People in the 20s, absolutely no morals, no ethics, okay? If I've learned anything, I'm trying to remember that book. Ugh.
I bet you, I think of, like, we have a sketch coming up, a Mad Men thing, and I remember watching that show, and they're just littering. And I was like, you're probably right. It wasn't like until later on that we're like, guys, you can't litter.
It's true. We had to really shame people out of littering. We can go on, we could talk for hours about littering, but what we do want to talk about is the fact that so many of us are going to be doing Thanksgiving on Zoom this year. And I don't know if you guys have done this before, but you can't just sit in silence on Zoom. It feels weird. You have to keep the conversation going, right, Sarah?
Absolutely. No awkward moments.
And that's intimidating for a lot of people who have spent years during the holidays just sitting and eating. Now that option is gone. Now you have to keep it flowing. You have to keep conversation flowing. And Sarah and I, we both had an early Thanksgiving this year, didn't we?
Because we knew that the COVID numbers were going to increase, that we told our families we should do early Thanksgiving, and they obliged us.
And we recorded it.
For legal reasons. We always record everything we do.
Everything we do, we record it. And we thought, wow, we were so good at making conversation go and stay. You know, we should really share it with our closest friends here. And so this first video is just like conversation starters. If you are scrambling at Thanksgiving, you need to say something. Well, we've got something for you to say.
Get you covered. Just blurt these out when you can. I'm thinking about joining Scientology just to see if I have the emotional strength to leave it. What's going on with Conan's hair lately?
I have a friend. She wants me to start a braid here, go around, so it's one braid and it just comes down to one braid just to cover this nipple. Wouldn't that be fun? Everybody guess what time it is right now in Japan. Do you think I'm ordinary?
Honestly, I don't understand how you just accidentally masturbate at a Zoom meeting. Good news, everybody. My computer and printer have just started talking to each other again.
I had a baby during quarantine.
I kind of want to know what it's like to make love to Keith Raniere.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm getting shadow banned by my friends.
When I have nothing to do, I buy stocks. No, yeah, I watch YouTube. I watch The Simpsons.
What are you guys doing with your eyes when you get your temperature taken with that gun?
I think that getting really into seltzer is actually pretty cool.
I faxed something today.
CBD gets me fucked up, man.
The 2 Girls 1 Cup woman turned 50 today.
Actually, I did buy some Bitcoin.
I actually think McDonald's tastes better in the car.
Flute is a game for children. I think it was the dryer buzzer.
Men sneezing is toxic masculinity at its worst. Tiny fireworks. Did we ever free Tibet?
It's my baby. He's not mine. No, he's not mine. I didn't get a dog. There we go. That is our expert advice on what to say.
Very, I love just blurting out something or starting off stuff like that, or a confession. Just confess anything. Tell a secret, even if it's not true.
Yeah. Tell someone else's secret. You know, you've been hoarding them for too long.
I know. Do you ever, like, at a moment of awkwardness, just tell a secret about yourself?
You know what? I did. And then in college, it was an issue. And so I started memorizing animal facts. And so I'll just say an animal fact in an awkward moment. Like before I'm feeling like I should say something about myself, I'll be like, otters have little skin pockets. They keep their favorite rocks in, you know?
Isn't that cute? That is a good conversational starter.
Yeah. I highly recommend space and animal facts.
Yeah.
I've gotten better at keeping secrets in my old age because I realized their currency. And if you've ever told me a secret, I will hold it against you. Okay, our next video, I love both these people so much. I mean, the last time one of them was here, we went and got our nails done, and I took a picture of her with my Instamax camera, and I treasure this little picture. And then the other creator from the video is just beloved by all. Sarah, is that true or false?
It is true. It is true. He's one of my favorite comics to watch.
Yeah, they're both delightful. They're both fantastic creators. Please enjoy this video by Lyra Smith and Nick Turner called Mad Men House.
Your eyes look tired.
I don't sleep mad here.
That is the life. Wow. Martinis for lunch. You can do anything you want. Yeah, no one's gonna push me around, tell me what to do. I'm gonna be a madman. Honey, I'm home. Honey, I'm home. We gotta get a hat rack. Hi, Dr. Reynolds. Hi, my name is Nick Turner, and my girlfriend is a patient of yours. I just wanted to know if you could give me any information. Can you tell me what she's saying about me? Nothing at all. Okay, well, I was under the impression that this would work.
Nick, did you call my therapist?
Yeah, but I didn't get anything.
Are you smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm drinking a martini, and I'm eating the lunch just like they do on Mad Men. 2 pieces of bread with nothing in it like they sell in the office.
Nick, you're not a madman. You record a podcast in your closet.
That is a low blow. You know that sometimes we talk about Mad Men episodes, so I'm in the universe.
That doesn't count.
Well, this is a madman house, all right? Now I'm leaving. You think about what you've done. Think about what you've done. Honey, this is a madman house. Smoking a cigarette, I'm drinking a martini, 2 pieces of bread with nothing in it like they sell in the office.
Ooh, that's smooth. Don't mind if I do. 2 slices of bread, ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe I could be a madman after all.
Honey, babe?
I'm in.
In what? I thought you were supposed to be at work right now.
I quit my job. You can provide for us.
Are you pregnant?
Yes, but don't worry about it. It's not yours. It's your boss's.
Should you be drinking while you're pregnant?
Forget it, babe. It's a madman house.
You know what? I'm in too. Let's raise this baby, Mad Men style. In the sequel, next month. If we're invited.
Mommy, is being a big girl hard?
I've managed to have my period twice a month for the last 54 years of my life. 54 years.
And that is how I know God is not a woman.
I have to be great at my job and know what hyaluronic acid is.
I think men would be surprised what women talk about behind closed doors. I'm sorry, I think men would be surprised that women talk.
You know what's crazy? I have aspirations. I'm a mom, and I'm horny. Is that allowed? I don't know, but they're always trying to pit women against each other.
It sounds ridiculous, but I've always been a girl's girl.
There's some things in life that a woman can just sense.
What's my boyfriend's name? Vanessa.
Only an idiot would speculate about the life of a woman.
You're a slut, you're a whore, you're a mother, and you're a corpse.
And that is what we call sisterhood of the rah-rah, ooh-la-la, ting-tang, walla-walla, bing-bong, tippy-tippy-tembo, zippity-doo-dah-day.
Sounds cool.
Oscar, acuérdese que su familia, que hace tiempo no ve, ya vienen. Alístese, por favor, ¿ok?
Hola, Osquita, ¿cómo estás? ¿Usted por qué no se ha casado, mi amor?
A ver, María, ¿todavía está solo? No, ¿cómo así?
No, pero ¿cómo así?
¿No se ha casado todavía? Lo veo tan solo. No puede ser. Yo siempre lo veo.
Betisita, mi amor, Osquita, ¿por qué no se ha casado? Venga la salud.
Puede ser. Es que yo todavía soltero. ¿Cuántos años ya? Soltero todavía.
Tengo una amiga en Medellín
No.
que le voy a presentar.
Olga, se casa, mi amor, me lo sacan de soltero.
Ya tiene una amiga.
Sí, hay que casarse, hay que casarse.
Productivity in quarantine is really strange. Like, I used to think if I could just be alone, I would get so much done. Now I look at my March to-do list and I'm like, who wrote you? If I reply to an email, I feel like I deserve a spa day. 90% of my correspondence are, sorry I'm so late. I've been laying in bed focusing on breathing. Forget clocks. Who needs a clock? I measure time now in dishes.
Are you doing stand-up down here? Goofy lady's doing stand-up on roller skates in her own basement. Could you be more 2020?
So today I'm going to teach you how to make an American margarita. First you need to start with this thing called a glass, okay? And then you're going to put ice in the glass, okay? Like, now after this ice, what you're going to do is put in tequila. The tequila that I'm going to use is called Joe's Corvo, okay? It's like really great. In fact, it's literally a special. You're going to also add in lime juice. So I'm using this like exclusive brand. It's called Roses. It's like really good. Now we're getting to the part that makes it like super American, okay? Just use this Budweiser. Take this and you're gonna pour like literally all of it in. Okay? So then the only thing that's left is you need to add salt. So the salt that I like to use is iodized. And iodized salt is like really good for your liver. Cheers.
Storytelling is about talking at people. Most people can tell captivating stories, but how many people can tell long, boring stories? That's where I come in. I'm going to teach you how to tell stories so long that people are going to start text threads about you. I'm going to teach you how to reach from the top of your head and say whatever comes to your mind, and then stretch it. This storytelling class is going to be different. I'm going to teach you how to isolate people at a party.
Actually, really durable jewelry.
Yeah, I have a lot of stories. That's something that I didn't even know the name of those countries. These are like, have you ever seen these baskets before? They're nice. I like to find somebody new to the group so they don't know my history. And then I like to take them to the side and then I tell them whatever's obstacle is going on in my mind right now, no matter how pointless it is. Because I've been wanting to get several baskets for my linen closet. Now sprinkle in details that add nothing to the story. I just want to separate our toiletries, you know, that I have in my closet right now, and it's really driving me crazy. And, you know, my husband hears about this all the time, but it's just really driving me nuts. So I was gonna go to the container store and see if they have those baskets, but you know, I might check out the dollar store. But telling long, drawn-out stories is a passion of mine. It takes a while to get good at it. I'm gonna teach you how to add pointless dialogue to stretch out your stories even more. The guy, he was like, I got a few baskets that you could check out, so I went to go look at them, and then he was like, those are some interesting shoes, where'd you get those? And I told him, oh, I got them at the store in Boston somewhere, and then he was like, oh, I didn't know that. He said, I didn't know that. I'll teach you how to go from one long, boring story to the next long, boring story without the person knowing. And then it reminded me of when I bought these shoes on Poshmark. Poshmark is like a place that you can't even... I went to go sell an object on there on Poshmark, and it cost me $10 to ship it. Then I'll show you my secret move of showing YouTube movies. That way when they look over, they can see their friends are having fun while your video is still buffering. You gotta check this episode out of Squibbillies. I was laughing so hard with my coworkers the other day while we were driving around. It's so funny. I got it right here. Okay, here you go. Don't worry, those are just commercials. Okay. By the end of this masterclass, your stories will have no character development or plot points. It'll just be one long run-on sentence. They'll never know what hit them.
So hold on, now they're not going to defund us? Let's do it already. It's been a matter of time. Listen, the truth is everything good comes to an end. There's no more milkman, Blockbuster's gone, no elephants at the circus. I'm like a blacksmith. It's really all in the genes though, you know, like I'm a mailman, my dad was a mailman, his father was a mailman, his father was a drug mule, but same thing. Truth is the job does suck. Pigeons used to do this shit. I pay for my own gas, these shorts are boxers, I even deliver Grubhub on my route. People like us. People like the Postal Service because it represents a simpler time. General stores, white picket fences, nuclear family, separate water fountains. What are people going to do without us? How are you going to get your catalogs? Dollar bills from grandma, pills from the dark web. People need us. Honestly, I don't even use the mail. You know, who does? It's the 21st century. I don't know what stamps are for. I use email, text, Zoom. I pay bills on Venmo. No one needs the mail. It's been a good run though. I was good at this job. Never missed a delivery. Very hard worker. Maybe this will make the world a better place. The only thing I'm really gonna miss, honestly, is the respect that came with the uniform.
I thought I told you to stay off my porch. You're not even my mailman. And this is my McDonald's. I paid for this.
Hey, you like mailmen?
Oh, more? Do you have like more?
Water. So, what do you want to do tonight, Tiffany and Bober?
Oh, I know. The club.
Yes, Da Club. We love Da Club. We go to Da Club every Saturday night. What's the club?
Literally? Why would you even ask that?
I mean, I get it. You don't trust me, whatever. No, I do. I trust you.
Then let's go!
See it? Oh.
It's okay. We don't need it.
I forgot how it was small and it smelled.
You guys, we took one train and one bus to get here. We must.
We can't!
We must.
I need it more than it needs me.
It's rejecting me.
All right, if I pull any harder, I'm gonna make a skin glove.
Ew. That's foul.
You should go to prison. False cheese.
You're cheese. No, you're actually cheese. Go be with your friends.
That's mine.
I don't see race. Let me show you around.
Who are you?
I'm High Heel Girl.
So I said to her, I'm Snazzy Boy. That's your name, dude. Slow. Slow.
Vaccines kill people.
Okay, that's the tour.
Oh, thank you. Well, Mama, this soap is real good. Big Mama?
That means the world to me.
Excuse me. Come with us.
You should come with us.
Oh, I don't know if I should. Honey, you will. And that's a Big Mama promise. Oh, my. I'm Big Mama. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you do, don't move and do not look behind you.
What?
Shh. They're very gentle, but some of them are not. Like most of them are not. All of them are not.
Why do?
Put your drink down and run.
Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, you know, I haven't had that much fun since the time we went last week.
Turyn goes to the club. Wow.
That was
Love.
great.
Love.
It looks so good.
It looked so good. It was so fun. Isn't she just, don't you just love her? You saw her and you loved her, right?
Yeah. It's so good because it does feel like that's like a night. It reminds me, there's this movie, Martin Scorsese, called After Hours, and it's one long crazy night in New York, and it kind of has that same vibe to it, but like on a parallel universe.
I love it. And so many fun people in there too. That was Turyn Goes to the Club. Sorry, we got it wrong.
Yeah, we fucked up.
We will edit that out. This video, when we post it on YouTube, will be 30 minutes long. We have so much to edit out. You guys, thanks so much for watching. The only thing we have to plug is our next at-home film festival, which will be a December Christmas, a Christmas special. It is a Christmas special. It's called the 12 Vids of Christmas.
Yeah, we're gonna do a year in review of videos this past, because we've been doing this since April, so we're really excited.
And the name of the show will be the 12 Vids of Christmas. It's our December show, and it's on the 17th. Is that right, Sarah?
Yeah. Because the next one is Christmas or Christmas Eve, so it made sense.
It made sense. And we will have lots of fun holiday games, and they will not just be Christmas. They will be all holidays will be included in the spectacular. But you guys stay safe out there, and I hope that all of your Zoom Thanksgiving conversations go smoothly.
Yeah, try not to spread too much COVID.
Yes, that too. Keep it together. Wear the mask. Any final words, Sarah?
No, I'm ready to eat some pizza and to like maybe watch The Crown or something.
Sounds divine, honestly. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Big thanks to all our creators, such talent. We love you, and we'll see you on December 17th. And thanks to Bonfire for hosting this. Thank you so much. Yes, really appreciate it. Okay, have a good night, everybody.
Real quick, we are going to have everyone stay on for 1 second. Please unmute your mics and turn your cameras on. Give it up for this awesome event tonight.
I love it. I love it.
We've never done a group photo before, but I don't think we've ever had people in our room, in our Zoom room.
So we're going to ask for cameras on. We're going to take a quick picture, and then you all will be free to go for the night.
Lucas.
Is it Lucas?
Oscar, what's up?
Hey. Oh, wait, hold on.
Damian. Oh my God. It's so like funny to see. It's like, you guys were there all along?
All right, we are gonna take this quick photo. Ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone.